Hello everybody and welcome to your quick fix tip of the week. We're here today at the par 3 practice hole at the Catawba Island Club to talk to you about one of the most common questions that I get as an instructor when it comes to short game, and that is, what is the difference between a chip and a pitch? There is no one set rule or set guideline that says, all right, it's time, we are at X distance and it's time to transition to a pitch shot from a chip shot. So I thought today I would take the time to first off identify some of the discerning factors and the difference between a chip shot and a pitch shot. So first and foremost, a chip shot is a golf shot that we are going to utilize when we are up close to the green. Primarily we're right around the green and we want to get the golf ball popped up into the air, onto the putting surface, and rolling as soon as possible. So a chip shot, just to talk about the differences and the fundamentals first off, a chip shot, we are going to have a couple sets of particular fundamentals. First off, the golf ball is going to be positioned towards the back of our stance. For right-handed golfers, it's going to be positioned off of our back right instep. We want to make sure that we do that because we want a descending blow on the golf ball, but we want to make sure that it's not by picking the golf club up too quickly and chopping into it. Placing the ball back in our stance will help utilize a descending blow into the golf ball naturally. Second off, we want to get our hands pressed slightly forward towards our target. So I like to utilize my left thigh, the inside portion of my left thigh, as a good guideline to get our hands pressed forward. We do this because, again, we don't want to hit the golf ball too high up into the air in a chip shot. So we want to take a little bit of loft away from that. And as you can see, by pressing those hands forward towards our target a little bit, it actually de-lofts that golf club slightly. And then from here, the motion is very short and very concise, and we want to make sure that that left wrist actually stays really nice and firm throughout the motion. So that is what we are going to consider the three big fundamentals relative to a chip shot. When we want to transition to a pitch shot, it simply is because we feel as though we've gotten to a point as far as our distance off the green. Let's say we're 15 or 20 yards. We now feel as though, all right, if I hit a chip shot here, the golf ball is going to go running across the green. So when we get to that particular point relative to the distance off the green surface, that's when we are going to transition into a pitch shot. So to discern the difference between the fundamentals for a pitch shot versus a chip shot, we're going to do the following. Chip shot, golf ball is positioned off the back of our right instep. For a pitch shot, we want to get the golf ball more centered in our body, just like so. This is going to allow us to actually utilize the loft of the golf club rather than actually take a little bit of loft away. So again, chip shot, the ball is back. A pitch shot, we want to hit up into the air and land it a little bit more softly. We are going to have the golf ball positioned in the middle of our stance. Second, we do still want to choke down on the golf club because it's still a control shot. Anytime you choke up on the golf club, that will help us actually control the golf club a little bit more, so we're going to choke down. Second, for a chip shot, we want our hands pressed forward towards the target. For a pitch shot, we want to utilize, again, we're trying to utilize the loft of that golf club, so we're going to get our hands a little bit more neutral in the center of our body. We're going to keep the handle of the golf club more in the middle of our body. And then third, when I think about the motion for a pitch shot, it simply is a mini golf swing. So we are going to hinge our wrists and we're going to make a little bit of a golf swing. The one thing I want everybody to know is that you've got to make sure that the golf club continues moving through the impact position, and also too, because it is a mini golf swing, we're going to make sure that the body moves as well. So again, we're going to go through the fundamentals with this golf ball sitting here from a side perspective, and I want you to watch my long motion. It's a bigger motion than what you probably think you need, and again, the body is going to stay moving through impact, and it should look something like this. And again, the ball lands softly. Hit it a little bit too far there, but the ball lands softly, it stays on the surface. So again, a chip shot versus a pitch shot. Chip shot is utilized close to the green, and we want to get the ball rolling, hit it low to the ground, and get the ball rolling as soon as possible. A pitch shot is utilized when we feel as though we've got to loft the ball up into the air a little bit more and have it land softly. So hopefully this helps us do one of two things, discern the difference between the two, and hopefully it helps you hitting the golf ball a little bit more closely whenever we get to that distance where we've got to actually loft it up into the air a little bit more. So for Patrick Griffin, this is your quick fix tip of the week signing off. Thanks.